All right, so I know it's a very heavily talked about topic whether or not gaming on Linux is good or just really bad, and let's have an honest discussion about it. Gaming on Linux could be better. Obviously, it's not like gaming on Windows where everything just works typically. It depends on what you want to play. Here I'm going to play Rocket League, and this is a type of game where it used to just run on Linux. They dropped Linux support, but I'm running it with the newest version of Proton by Glorious Eggroll, and I could probably just use the regular Proton and it worked just fine, but I've already got Glorious Eggrolls installed, and it works perfectly fine. We're going to go in here and just play a 1v1 on All-Star. And while we're doing that, we're just going to talk about it. Depending on what you're playing, Linux can just work right out of the box. And natively, Linux supports a lot of the games that I already play. Good lord. If I could just, suck it. Oh, are we going to... Oh. That's the problem with playing this on All-Star. But yeah, depending on what you're playing, it's probably just going to work out of the box, especially if it's got native Linux support, that you shouldn't have any problems. But for most other games, you're probably going to need a few minutes of setup and figuring out what you got to do to get it working. With stuff like Resident Evil 2, which can be really notorious for having problems because of its cutscenes, and it uses, I think it's called just the Media Foundation codec. It can cause a little bit of issue, but I think it took me about 20 minutes to get it working in Linux. Oh my god, I suck. He's gonna score. Oh, thank god his aim sucks. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, gaming on Linux is one of those things where if it wasn't as tedious as it could be with certain specific titles, I don't think we'd even have a discussion over whether or not gaming on Linux is good or possible. So, I mean, really in all honesty, most of the time what I see people saying is just that it's more difficult than it is on Windows. Which, I mean, if you're the type of person who just... Oh my god, I suck. If you're the type of person that just doesn't want to do anything when it comes to configuring or having to set up your computer to be able to do what you want to do, I don't even think you're the type of person who should have Linux installed on their computer anyway. Linux for the desktop is all about customization, configuring, getting your computer to work and feel the way you want it to. Oh, you suck. You suck, Viper. Freaking bully. Alright, let's do this. But, yeah. I mean, Linux... That's why I run Linux on my desktop. I hate Windows. It's more privacy focused. And, oh my gosh, I suck. Hold on, let's go over here. We gotta get this. I'm all focused now. Viper, you can't show me up. Oh, I thought you were gonna hit that, dude. Come on. God, I suck. And Rocket League is one of the games, I know a lot of people love Rocket League, and I don't play it that frequently, but that's why I'm playing it here, because I know a lot of people will play it. And this is the type of game where even though they've dropped their Linux support, I know some people will think that means, oh my god, I had an open goal. Come on, Viper, you gonna hit that in for me? Oh. A lot of the time the bots here are pretty stupid, so you can get them to like hit a goal, hit a goal for you. God, I'm the worst. Well, just because you can game on Linux doesn't mean you can be any better than you would on Windows. Why'd I have to go all-star, dude? I suck! Let's see if I can, like, actually... Oh, freak! Man. This sucks. Alright, Viper. God dang, dude. You're the worst. Yeet. There we go. There we go. Just gotta catch back up. And then we can keep talking about gaming on Linux. But yeah, so this is also Linux gaming. You're typically not going to get as good performance as you would on Windows in some games. If it's natively supported in Linux, you're most likely going to get better performance than you would on Windows. Oh my god. If I lose this, it is only because I suck. No other reason needed. But yeah, so, I mean, as you can see, gaming on Linux is definitely possible, even with a game that has dropped support for it, and it works just fine. No real problems, and I'm even doing this at 4K. So, I mean, it all depends on what you want to play. So we'll switch over and play something a little bit more intensive. We'll play some BioShock Infinite, because I haven't even launched this game on my system. So we'll find out how it is together. Resolution needs to be changed. Graphics full screen, yeah, 720. We'll bump that up to 4K. Preset, and we'll turn it on high. Lock frame rate on. But what do I lock it to? I want to keep those. Okay, so don't know what it's keeping the frame rate at, but we'll go ahead and play it, see how it plays. Because I honestly haven't played this game on this system. To be honest, I don't even think I've played like probably 10 minutes of this game. We'll just do normal.
Are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
Word.
Are you going to just sit there?
As compared to what? Standing?
Not standing, rowing.
Rowing? Hadn't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder
What's
the
this?
burden?
No, but I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea?
I've made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing?
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer?
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
One does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest you do, but we're never going to get there.
No, I mean I'd greatly appreciate it if you would desist.
Perhaps you should ask him. I imagine he has a greater interest in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does. But there's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row.
No, he doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean. We've arrived.
Okay.
Shall we tell him when we'll be returning?
Would that change anything?
It might give him some comfort.
Is that
Hey!
something we can agree on?
Somebody meeting me here?
I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
Well, maybe there's someone inside.
Beware, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. This is your last chance. Nice.
Excuse me. It's Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting me?
Of thy sins shall I wash thee. Word.
Good luck with that, pal.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty dirty, dude. From Sodom I shall lead thee.
Is anyone here? Hello?
Word. Take all that. But yeah, as you can see, there's no problems here. I just installed this, and I don't even know. This may be native. Yes. Exit game. Let's see. Is it native, or am I using Proton to run it? Nope. It's native. So BioShock Infinite just runs on Linux. And then you can also filter just by the games that are native on Linux. But yeah, so gaming on Linux is not something that's like super difficult, especially with Proton becoming a thing. So yeah, if you want to see more gaming on Linux content, definitely hit the subscribe button on my channel, because I do post quite a bit of gaming content. And yeah, hopefully you'll let me know what your experience has been, or why you won't or will switch over to Linux for gaming. A lot of the reasons why people stay away is because of anti-cheat, making games not run. But if you're a diehard Linux like fan and want to use Linux and get away from Windows, there are alternatives that you can use to game on Linux and still play those games. You could use something like I think it's called Shadow. I think that's what it's called, but you can like rent a gaming PC for like $20 a month and just log into it from your Linux computer and play it there. You could use GeForce Now, a whole bunch of other different web-based gaming platforms to be able to stream your game to your computer. There's a whole bunch of ways that you can get away from Windows and still be able to play those games. So just want to go ahead and let you know there's no reason to not switch over to Linux because you won't be able to play your games. That's not a real thing. Yeah, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.